Hey, this is my review for The Interview, starring James Franco and Seth Rogen. Now, this movie, as you know, recently gained a lot of controversy, and literally Sony decided to pull it from theaters at last minute, which pissed a lot of people off, myself included. Because I was waiting to see this because I love Pineapple Express, which you see the poster of. But yeah, and I really like them, working. I like their chemistry together. They're great in Freaks and Geeks, and they're great in Pineapple Express. This is the end. It's a good, decent comedy, but I thought it was just slightly overrated. I didn't like it as much as everybody else. I thought if Judd Apatow had been a part of it, I would have liked it a little more. It wasn't bad, but I just didn't think it was all that awesome or anything. But it was good and funny. But the interview though, I was waiting for, and I was like surprised that they even went that route in the first place to you know like portray like in a comic satirical sense like somebody real, like a real dictator. But I was down. I was interested. And I had seen the movie The Dictator, and that was doing the same thing. but but anyway, yeah. I mean I like, as far as my taste in humor, I mean, not any kind or every kind of joke, but for example, like Family Guy, like Seth MacFarlane, or maybe even I'd say like Team America or The Dictator. I like like offensive and line crossing humor, like in those terms. Like I just said, like Family Guy and like those other ones. Like so, if you watch those, or if you get what I mean, just when I say that, and part of my taste in humor, then you get you understand like kind of where I come from and how I feel about the films. But yeah, I mean they're all like funny films. Like I don't like them all the same. I like some more than others. But again, back to this though, for the interview and the two main actors. Um, I mean, as much as excited as I was for this movie, I didn't like that the trailer just pretty much shows you the whole movie. That kind of bothered me for one, but I was still amped for it because I was like, well, okay, they show you the whole movie, but obviously they're it's still like it can be an hour and 40 minutes or however long it is worth of like jokes and whatever and gags and particular scenes and turns and storyline that they don't include. So but yeah, and then but anyway, and then so once Sony pulled it again, me and a lot of other people were upset. Then I don't know quite how it happened, but I just all I know is I started hearing that they decided to just release the interview, but just in a limited way. And even when I heard that, I was already peeved about them removing it, and then when I heard that, I just was always uncertain. I was always like on question and being like, are they yanking my chain? So. But then I went to a theater that I'm in Oregon, so I went to a theater right around here, and they literally announced that they'd be playing the interview there, which I was amped about. But yeah, so that was pretty cool. But so now I'm finally seeing the film and all that. Like I finally checked it out with a friend of mine, most of it, and then I finished the other half like on my own. But anyways, yeah, the as a movie as a whole, I would give the movie a B plus. I don't like it more than Pineapple Express, but I do like it a little better than This Is the End. Um, but yeah, and I think I also give it a B plus just again due to the trailer. But overall, the movie is funny, and I think if you do like anything with those guys separately or together, then you should definitely see the interview. And but also, if you like those guys, but if you like it, you got to be used to the humor or be prepared for the humor going into this movie. It's foul, and like offensive to again like some real like people like a real like dictator, and etc. So and again like Family Guy and Ted, like if you like kind of like humor, hard hitting, dry sarcastic humor like that, then yeah, then I think you'll be good to go for this movie. But otherwise, have a happy New Year to everybody. I'm definitely excited for 2015. I thought 2014. I mean, I think maybe a lot of us thought it was a meh kind of year. I mean, I personally, I think it was all right. I didn't think it sucked. I didn't think it was great, but it was all right and had some cool things about it, like movies and obviously some things in pop culture and whatnot. But yeah, but for a lot of others around me, it was either like just not really good year or just like they just hope that 2015 will be better. So, yeah.